Kachai with Lucky in progress. And by the way, don't forget to go to our YouTube channel. Kachai with Lucky, subscribe, be part of the family. We have a lot of content for everybody. And of course, I'm joined with my friends. I have Ashlyn Mubiru, as always, with big African hair. Beautiful.
Thank you, thank you.
She's whipping it. And of course, we do have Brian Semanda, a sex therapist.
Oh yeah.
We received a lot of mail, especially from women who are complaining that they are tired of the same thing. I mean, missionary in, missionary out, every single day. And they want to switch up things, but they just do not know how to talk to their men. How do you switch up things, break the routine without offending your partner, without for him suspecting that perhaps maybe you're seeing other people? That's where you're getting all the styles from.
Beautiful. You see, I have always told people that sex is like a series. If you're watching a movie, say episodes,
right?
If you're going to watch the same episode every day, not changing it's going to be boring for you. But because it's a series, we have a pattern that keeps on changing every day. So I keep on telling people, let everyone be involved.
Right.
In case I am your husband or sex partner, whatever it is, there is no need for me to be always the one bringing it up. But also, it comes back to a place of comfort, because every person, depending on their body language, there's a certain style that works best for them. There's a certain style that works, but just because you are dealing with another person, don't be like, this is my way or high waters. Because there's this guy who came to me, they were like two people, like, Brian, this guy said, if I don't give him, or we're not eating, if it doesn't go down on me, there's no sex. Like, that's a rule for him.
That's his thing.
A rule. No way, no our way. So I'm like, okay, brother, why do you think it's like that? You see, me, when I enter there, quickly I have come. So me, when I'm eating, I realize it's buying me time. But the thing is, breaking the routines should not be a woman to suggest, should not be anyone. Sex is creativity. Like, there's a woman who was so huge, and the guy said, Brian, there's only one thing we can do missionary, because she is very big. And she can't do anything. If she turns her behind is so huge that I wouldn't even have access to the girl.
Right.
So it's basically
I'm actually imagining it's probably you have not explored. You have not also communicated, because you're imagining this in your head. And as a woman, if I am that endured, I will tend to think maybe that is what will work for you to make me comfortable. But if we talk about it, there are other ways that I want to believe these endured women can be able to, come up with styles that are going to enhance this whole thing while we are enjoying. But if we put in our mind that this is what he wants, this is what I'm going to do, in your mind you're already bored. You just want him to get done or want her to get done, and and then you move on.
But then also the issue of fitness comes in. Sex is
fitness. That's why people sweat.
Involves a little bit of action.
You have to sweat.
And if you're struggling with weight issues, and because it's a struggle that we, especially Africans, go through, then you'll have issues doing certain things, because your man will come up or your woman will come and she wants to try, and it's like an adventure for her. She wants to try different things, but you can't even lift your legs. Oh yes,
you'll get a muscle pull if you try it.
If you
you're
try
not
to lift your legs, you will get a muscle pull, and sex will be painful for you, because it will seem like an exercise routine. But every once in a while, you can try stretching. Stretching really helps your core. Stretching does help put you in a better physical fit, and it doesn't really matter how much you weigh. Don't worry about, oh, I am too big, I can't stretch. Oh yes, you can stretch. You can stretch. I'm not
Anyone
telling
can.
you to stretch.
You see, fitness has nothing to do with size. I've seen very small people that are not even fit at all, and then very heavy people who
can carry their weight.
So there's this lady, actually, they were a couple, and then the guy said, she doesn't want to do the things I want, and the guy said, brother, the guy has a big stomach, so if he does a back heel or a doggy, before he has reached me, the stomach has reached. Like the stomach reaches me before the guy downstairs goes. So I'm like, just sleep down. And I mean, only because when you sleep, your stomach also goes.
But when you know your man, because he's not going to lose his stomach, and very soon. He has a belly, and we all know cutting a belly can be really hard. You should all be very healthy and try to work it out. But as you are working on that, there are certain things that you can do. You're trying out the other side. You're saying the other coming from the back. I wouldn't like to use the same language that you're using, but you lift yourself up. Lift yourself up as a woman. If your man is not fit, then it's up to you to be fit for him.
Exactly.
Carry each other.
If he's carrying each
And
other,
let me tell you, during
right.
that moment, somehow nobody feels the other's weight.
Until after.
but then there's this other. You see, when you're talking about breaking the routines, I have people who are married for over and over, and then this guy says, Brian, that guy forgot about anything to do with foreplay. He just touches, flips over, and all his weight on you, like in the morning hours, like over 6 a.m. or he just runs on you as if he's just
because he's not doing it. He's not making love to you. He just
wants to get done.
There's a difference.
So the magic of breaking routines has got to be a conscious decision between the two of you. Don't be like, as a wife, you have to be fit. How about the guy? Because it's a two-way section. Now, me breaking the patterns has always been telling people, you see, find what's comfortable for your friend, and then if it's not comfortable for you, if you can't change it, work towards it. Because fitness has got nothing to do with your age, has nothing to do with your size, but it comes back to one thing. How does it work for you? Because let me tell you, even though you're a woman, there are things that can't work for you sexually. Even when you want to change.
Personally, it's an individual thing.
Exactly.
Yes.
Even when you want to change to a pattern, that means you're going to change just to make the other party feel good about it.
Which is not a bad idea.
Yes, it's not a bad idea.
As long as it brings satisfaction in a certain way, go for it.
Yeah, because it's not supposed to be selfish, hey?
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, but what is in it for me? There's a lot of satisfaction that I get satisfying my man. I don't know if I make sense.
You get it.
Like, even if you came and told me this is my thing, I look at it, I'm like, teach me. I want to know. And if I can do it, I'm going to do it. If I feel it's disgusting, I'm like, honey, you know what?
It's not working.
I will ask, where do you get it from?
but I think it wouldn't be just about where the person got it from, because people find information. Let me tell you,
it's okay.
Like there's this couple.
People read about the economy.
I'm telling you, women do a lot of research. There's this bridal shower I did, and I was telling them every woman has a position of work based on your body shape. And the guy said, Brian, if I told that to my man, that to be slapped, definitely you've cheated, definitely someone has done that to you. But I think couples should come to a realization that everyone wants to better themselves. And in the work to bettering themselves, they look for information wherever they find it.
Whether it's practical or theory.
And people come to Kachai and they learn all these things. They learn all these things. They say, Brian said, if you're going to go down on side, just make your lips very floppy. So that means, while someone is trying to look out for the information, they get all these things. So, as your couple, as you're a couple, be open to learning from each other, because people know. I'll tell you my kind of thing. There's one time, like many years ago, I was in this situation where I could only do one thing because of problems I had then.
What thing?
I could only do missionary because of problems I had.
Isn't that a traditional thing for everyone?
No. That's where it starts
and then
from.
I'm dating this girl who is crazy about everything. She wants to sit on you. She wants to do.
She's crazy, yeah.
She was crazy. But then because of that pattern, I chose to say, you know what? I am just going to let it be so that I rhyme with her. Over time, I will learn. But the problems with her is having rigidity. Now, I was in a bridal shower one time, and I was talking about going down there, and they brought a certain tribe here in Uganda. You can't get this type of man and you expect them to do that. They never do that for sex. I wondered how, because I'm not from that tribe. It was about going down. It's like, you don't.
Maybe it's their thing.
Yeah, it's their thing. But the thing is, let's not separate ideas from each other. If you have an idea, bring it on the table and we see if it's workable. If you bring your style that feels comfortable for you, I'm going to be learning it. So breaking the routine should be everyone's intention. Because
I remember one time there's a famous actress. I'm not going to say who she is, but people started having a conversation when she said she actually
does that.
Likes to whatever the A-line past the tongue there, and it was that. And then her man does that too. And then because she said she's the one who likes to eat. Man, they bashed a man. Like, what kind of man, a basketball player, would let a woman but
do that?
I think my issue was like, did she have to tell us that? Because
like, that's your fetish
so intimate.
Now, it depends. It depends on where. Because, for example, personally, I have a problem with that side. There's this one time someone was trying that. It felt like offensive. Like, hey, wait,
especially for us dudes.
It shouldn't be just so much like an attack. Like, you probably if you're introducing something new, that the unusual, you can talk about it. Prepare someone mentally. You just don't come out and say, turn around. It's like, hey, wait. Me, that thing shocks me every time someone see someone does it a lot, because she knows I'm scared of that. Even tapping my behind there. I feel like now something is going to go down. So this girl brings it openness, like, hey, no, that's no for me. Like a week ago, I was dealing, after we did something on the Qatar, someone inboxed me, they had an accident during trying out things. And this accident was very detrimental to the guy because the lady was overside. So she was trying to do a certain thing with the heels, like ride with heels.
Oh, no.
Meanwhile, something happened and the lady sat on the guy's dick. So there was a damage there. Guys, he said his thing forever doesn't get an erection. It has refused to get an erection. I'm like, okay, what happened? It was fully erect. Someone sits on it like out of the
an accident.
They were expecting to go somewhere else, so
it just went south.
It missed somewhere, and then that's the damage. So when you're introducing anything, I think it's supposed to be safe. Be safe about it. So I am like, whatever you're going to do, create a story where you're going to be very comfortable. Don't try out error and think. There's something I watched on some TV. People were jumping and the guy is down. Someone jumps and sits on it, like as if it's a competition. I have watched that sport. Someone runs and jumps and sits on it. So this girl, I think, was trying whatever it is. So when when you're breaking any routine, be safe. Try to be safe, because breaking routines should leave you
It either will hurt you or hurt your partner.
But the thing is, I don't understand. You are a couple. Maybe you've been a couple for a while. What's wrong with actually having a conversation on the changes that you want to make? I think a lot of us fear that every time you have a conversation with your partner and tell them that sexually you need, to change things up.
Spicing up.
People tend to think, oh, maybe you don't love me anymore, or maybe you don't feel me anymore.
Or maybe you've got it something.
But we've been doing it for so many years that we can switch things up, make it more interesting. Once you make it conversational and you communicate about it, I think it becomes easier. And what I do is that we joke a lot, like playfully. I'm like,
the best
hey, can't you call it? I can joke it. That thing what? So jokingly, you're trying to pass on an information without exactly offending. Or we've stayed a while doing that. Why don't we try something else? You're gonna be able to be friends, because once you communicate well, you're going to have 100% perfect sex life.
The issue is the aspect of having sex in partners. There are those like you are going to communicate. We may communicate, but there are people out there talking about sex is sleep. I enter, I get out. Now, where somebody can come in and say, let me tell my wife, I think we need to change this, because it's always aggression. All through. There is no interesting thing, there is nothing. And also preparing the mind along the journey. You wait for me in the evening, the kids are in bed, or you have seen me, I've arrived home, and you send me a message, I'm in the bedroom.
And cough.
And then you're coming with 4 different positions for me to help you try on. It is for you. You have not communicated to me. We have not sat down and joked about it. Because as we joke, my body and my system keeps there's a way it's preparing itself.
You get excited.
Yes, you get very sweet about it. And you're like, let's start with the first one we talked about.
You know that? There's a friend of mine who said, this guy, as always, refused the lady to like put on the lights. It's only in the bedroom and the lights off. Without that, nothing happens. Like no nothing during the day, because it's light.
It's insecure.
So the thing is, I asked him, okay, why do you think it's like that? And then he says, I wear an extended penis. I extend my penis.
How do they do that?
No, we have extended.
We have it. I saw it.
Yes!
Yes!
Really? Actually work.
Yes,
like a belt. First relax. Like how you, a woman can wear a breast, a bum,
a stomach,
because I think a woman is going to take it off. She's not.
This is what happened.
That's the same thing.
This is what happened.
When I saw it, I was like,
this guy said, because my thing is really, really small, so because I wear this extender, it's just fun. It's extender, like there are many, they're still confused.
What do you put? They put it on their thing,
okay,
and
it looks like a
belt.
Condom. It looks like a condom. You wear it. There are different ones. It's not all the same.
Explain about the extenders, because we've had a lot of men complaining that they have small things and they don't know what to do.
So the thing
maybe
is,
this information will help.
There's so many extenders which I actually can have access to.
I want to believe you communicate.
There is one.
You have.
There is one extender that has a little vibrator inside. I wear it, so it's inside you. I switch on the vibrator, it will do vibration while I'm
you're just there.
And
while I'm doing my shagging.
What shagging when the thing has
It's inside, like how you wear. Like
I
how
really
you
want
wear.
to understand you.
For example, like how you wear a condom.
So you wear it on top of your
It's
penis.
worn also. You know, when you wear it, so this guy said, the reason why I don't even want.
When you know when you're doing like this, it's like some big machine built.
No, it's
No, explain it for clarity.
I actually, this is what happened. When you wear it, it has a holder that holds down on the other
yes.
frames, the belts, or sometimes you can extend different sizes. You can extend. So
That's
for
what I'm
him,
saying, it's a belt.
Not everyone has a different size.
Okay.
A different size.
And they are on the market here in Uganda.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is what happens. This guy used to wear it, and every time he wore it, it felt like you can't even have a easy cam because it kills your sensitivity.
Oh, yeah?
So you don't feel it's more like a silicone, like a heavy one.
So you're wearing it for your woman, but not for yourself.
You're wearing it because you
It's
want
for the
to.
woman.
She feels like hey,
She
she's a
doesn't
thick guy.
even know it is not you.
She doesn't know like hey, this guy.
Unless
That's
she
why
already
there's
knows
darkness.
you.
Unless you already know.
Unless you
listen,
communicated.
Yeah, they were just dating that way, and then every time they want sex, the guy switches off.
Right.
And I'm like, okay,
And
you
where's
know,
his thing?
And I'm like, you know what? I have a smaller thing, but every time I try entering her without it, I feel nothing. I feel like
Because the mind already has
told him.
customed itself.
Yeah, the mind told him that because now there's another I actually gave him. Has two sides. It has a vibrator for the clit and another for the inside. So you just wear it. You do your thing, and someone just feels as if
You wear two things?
No,
it's
one
the same.
thing.
Hey.
But it has two things.
It has a clit vibrator, a tickler, and something inside.
is nice.
So it is you wearing it. You're just as if normal sex, as if
And people are wearing these things?
Yes.
you wear it. And so this guy said the reason why I can't have it during the dark is during the day because I wear that, and she doesn't know, and I can't let that.
So
happen.
are you saying that people who have smaller sizes, especially men who are struggling with satisfying their women, they can use this? They are called what?
The penis extenders.
Penis
but
extenders.
the problem with them also needs you to be prepared for them because if you have a bad erection, it can't. It works on a full erection.
Whether
Because
it's small, full
Whether
erection.
it's small, it has to be a full erection.
Do you like
So,
put it in
do you have to
No, you don't put it-
wait? Do you have to measure this guy's erection before you send it to him?
No. It is so adjustable that even though someone has a height up to here, it will go.
So you keep on adjusting.
But then if it's too small, it will be heavy for the little guy. So it has to be a certain erection.
So that penis has to hold it.
It has to hold it. It entirely depends on it. So if you have no erection, it still won't work for you. So the magic here is when you're changing routines, it's supposed to be understanding what do we have. And by the way, I told some people it's okay to introduce a sex toy to your partner if you can't.
If they are comfortable.
That's what we're breaking the routines. It's okay to
a
introduce
sex
it.
toy.
It's okay to introduce
There are
it.
those who are using
Yeah,
them
it's
and
okay.
they find
because
it
there's
very
this lady who had problems. Say,
Yeah,
I've never, breaking the routines means find comfort wherever you find it.
Right.
She said, Brian, I never come without anything.
The sex toy.
When he goes, I have to bring my sex toy. So I was like,
Yeah.
you know what? Let's introduce
I've heard
it to
of
him.
that too.
Let's just be open. Say, you know what? Let's work it together. So it feels good when
Your partner
when your
supports
partner
you.
supports you in the vibrator, in the sex toy.
But how would that make you feel? I mean,
Now,
It's in the mind.
this
Remember,
time you're
sex is
not
in the
doing
mind.
alone. This time, you see, I've talked to many girls who have used dildos for a long time and said, right, there's a time you just want to lay there and someone does it for you. Like you also get tired of being in charge of the dildo. So I'm like, okay, you know what? If you're dating a guy who's free, like Brian here, I'll get my dildo, put
You're
it on
free.
you. I'm a free guy because it's life. You need to enjoy it whichever way. So the thing is, whatever.
So you come in as a sex therapist to help.
No.
this person.
I'm saying if you're dating a
he's
guy
saying
who is free,
if he's,
I don't have a
he's
problem.
with his girlfriend.
I have
yes.
no problem going out of the way to satisfy you.
I mean,
as a
if it
guy.
works for you,
Exactly.
by
Well
all
and good.
means,
Now
yes.
this girl said for her nothing ever works for her until she has to use the vibrator. Like,
So how do you even begin talking to your partner? For example, you like sex toys.
They were together. They were together. It's like, you know what, brother, we have a situation here. She loves you so much, but then she has a secret. Like, you are open for it, Rebecca? She has a vibrator. The guy says, I've always seen it. I knew she had it, but I
she
never
not
wanted to
pretended.
open up. We can use it. So the guy started using it for honor, and it was fun. When she's about to come, hallelujah is coming. Oh, the guy dives, and it's a fun thing. So creativity in breaking routines.
So the guy
is a-
dies and they bring
dives in.
Goodness. What's in your cup?
So when you want to break routines, have an open mind. Have an open mind because anything can work for you.
Right.
So I was talking to a good friend of mine, and he was telling me, you know what? They went through a session of understanding a woman's vagina.
Yeah.
That these things of just going in and going so very far away inside there.
There's that.
It's not
So
about far away.
it's not going
It's
far
about-
away.
yeah.
It's about there's a way. Anyway,
It's
his job, not
Every
mine.
you have to know it is sex again is individualized.
Exactly.
It's an individual. What works for Ashlyn
May not
you
work
said
for
before,
me, exactly.
may not necessarily work for you, and you really need to know your partner. Most people like to compare and assume that every woman is the same.
the same,
You can't
yeah.
say, "Oh, I've slept with them. I'm good."
I know
No,
them.
no,
You might be good for Ashlyn, but
Then you come to
come
me and
I'm like,
I
don't
throw
care.
your game.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know.
exactly. So you gotta know your partners. Again, I insist on the issue of communication because that's the only way you will get things right.
You see, there's a wrong way people
Communicate.
communicate. There's a friend of mine who told me, this guy tells me, where do I touch? And I'm like, really?
That's a good one.
No,
Actually.
where
I
do
like
I,
him.
in the process, where do I touch?
Yes.
That is what you do. I tell most people, creative ways to touch a girl somewhere. Touch, you know, start with something like, do you like this? In the process of thinking about, okay, do I like it? Change it about this. So in the process, it's going to be a flow of game.
Touching where? Here?
Whichever position.
And for people
So
who
if
have
I'm-
time.
Yes.
It's going to be a
You have
quickie.
no
You
time
ask
for
me.
that.
It's going to be a quickie.
Like, no. I'm comfortable with you asking me, what should I touch? If it's
No.
behind my ear,
Eh,
concentrate here.
if
I
Then
don't
you
mind
see
that.
my world coming down.
If you want, gentlemen there, if you want a girl to really, really be into it, start this conversation when you're not in the game. Ask her, you know, what works for you, really? I want to understand your body.
Not during.
Not
the-
during. When you say during, some women be turned off like, am I with a child? Like, just be mature enough and say, you know what? How do you feel when I touch this?
I think that's fine. but
Some
I'm
people, some people are
I know
off.
it is fun, but I'm also thinking the brand way of ask me before what works for even during when we're just dating. Find out
Creativity.
my
what works for you and what
soft
doesn't.
spots where you touch and they all go down.
Oh, yeah?
You touch and they all go wet.
But women's body change. Sometimes you touch here, after a week, things
When she
go.
tells you the middle hair.
Things go. So you need to be creative, you know? Wow.
Well, I know we
love
can
it.
go on forever. Ashlyn and Brian seem to enjoy this topic. Happens to be one of their favorites, but we are pressed for time. Thank you so much for finding some time to be with us. Remember, you can always subscribe to our YouTube channel, Kachai with Lucky. Be kind to one another. Kwaheri.